Hazem El-Mazre is the genius of unlikely journeys. His own is amazing enough. But launching a ball with 800 plus happy arrivals has put Hazem alone at the top.
There goes Hazem! There he goes! He's online again! Hazem's got it away! It has got it!
Last weekend, when even seagulls were grounded, El-Mazre flew into history.
And a man of great humility is now the all-time point-scoring king.
What do you feel now that it's done? Relief, or, get on with it now?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, the thing is about footy is that you don't get much time to celebrate. It's a week sort of goes pretty quick, so it's not like a boxing championship that you've got 6 months or a year to sort of defend your title. This is, you get sort of a few days and you're back on track again, you're training, everybody's sort of down to earth again, and you got another game, otherwise you make a fool of yourself.
It seems unlikely. Ask anyone close to him and they'll tell you a week in the spotlight would hardly change the shy but incredibly determined Hazem.
Hold on.
At home and in his work, what you see from Hazem is exactly what you get. It's important that you be who you are, and he's like that in many ways at home and with his family and with his friends outside from being under the eyes of the media.
He's pushing 33, urging his body into a 14th NRL season, and owns every record on the Dogs' books. But Hazem will carefully recall a challenge far greater than any of that. As a 10-year-old, his family of 7 left war-torn Tripoli in 1998 for a 2-bedroom flat in Bulldog Land.
Dad wasn't working at the time, and I think the time we arrived it was during the recession time in '88. So overall, it was a difficult time, not just for us, for all Australians, but extremely for us with 5 kids and no language for my dad, and no car and no job. It was a bit tough.
Little Hazem was a talented footballer.
I used to go to my soccer match, finish that, and head straight towards Belmore Sports Ground to watch the Doggies play.
By 1996, Hazem was a bulldog and happy to cart a ball instead of kicking it. At any rate, kicking was out of the question. The Bulldogs already had the best boot in the business, the freakish Daryl Halligan.
The man is a messiah! He's a freak!
And this perhaps is the most astonishing thing about Hazem. It was 5 years and nearly 100 games before he actually took over the Bulldogs' goal kicking. So that's 500 or maybe even 800 points we could add to his record. And then there's the nearly impossible situation of Daryl Halligan's legacy. Hazem took a ball he hadn't grown up kicking and went about following the hardest act in the game. Was there a light bulb moment when you figured out that you could control that in the same way that this can be controlled?
Yeah, it took a while. It took a couple, as I said, it took probably over a year and a half of just working hard the whole time, and I've come, from playing soccer, which is a lot more curve in the ball, and I had to able to sort of straighten this one a lot more.
We pray about 5 times a day. This is a time for me and God. This is a time where I'm coming to God's house.
Hazem's courage to be himself is renowned. His unique place at Australian cultural crossroads, a thing to behold. It wasn't easy for a Muslim boy winning his first junior man of the match to be handed a jug of beer.
Well, everyone, in the room, they're like, Skull. I said, no, I'm not doing it.
Does misconceptions about religions, about people, Hazem, make you a little bit guarded about dropping that barrier?
It does at times, especially with some of the headlines you see in the media, and it does upset you because you know that your religion or your culture is not about that.
This is a story with the greatest possible respect. There's a Christian joke that if in the second coming, if Jesus returns, that he'll play in the centres for St George. What do you think the prophet thinks of rugby league?
I think that if you were to judge any person's job, for that matter, whether it's rugby league or anything else in the world. I think if you're dedicated to your job and you do a very good job, I mean, Islam teaches us that if you are a true Muslim, you will show 100% no matter what it is that you do. And to be in a privileged position where Hazem has a lot of young people that look up to him, I think that the Prophet will be very happy, yes, absolutely.
He's tinkered with his 4 steps back and 5 sideways, but Hazem El-Mazre hasn't wavered from his path and doesn't intend to.
From the first moment I stepped into first grade, or pretty much anything I want to do, I always want to do it to the best of my ability and not letting myself down, number one, and then letting others.
And in case you were wondering if he can still kick the round ball.
Oh yeah! Sensational that was.